let us know how to draw a journal. We can draw the journal by drawing this way, that is journal. First column is a small column, and the second column it's a lengthy column. Then third one, narrow width is needed, and equal for the last two columns. First column we are representing as date column. First column date, second column particulars. Here we are representing the journal entries, that is particulars. Then third column LF column, and next column, and the fourth column debit amount, and the last column we are showing the credit amount. This is the format or the performa of a journal. Here in the middle we are representing as journal. We can draw the journal like this. Here the first column representing the date, that is the date in which each transactions are recorded in chronological order. Then particulars column, this column width is much more width is needed for this column because we are writing the journal entries actually here. Then LF column means ledger. LF means ledger folio. Ledger folio means it is the page number of the ledger in which each journal entries are posted. But in academic purpose, we are not representing the page numbers. This column is needed only in the business organization. Therefore, nothing is written in this column. Then debit amount, because each and every transaction has a receiving aspect and a giving aspect. That's why one is the debit item and next one is the credit item. Here we are representing the debit amount and here also the credit amount. This is the format of journal. Middle we are representing the heading. First column date, second column particulars, third column LF means ledger folio, then debit amount, credit amount. Then we can draw the journal from the following transaction. The first transaction, 21st January 2019. 21st January 2019. The transaction purchased furniture for cash. Rupees 3,000. Purchased furniture for cash rupees 3,000. The transaction is occurred in 21st January 2019. What is the item? Purchased furniture for cash rupees 3,000. Okay. Therefore, two aspects are there. That is receiving aspect and giving aspect is occurred in this transaction. One receiving aspect is there and one giving aspect is there. Receiving aspect is furniture. And the giving aspect is cash. Receiving aspect is furniture and the giving aspect is cash. Both are assets. Okay. Furniture is an asset, and here the value of furniture is increased. Therefore, as per the rule, if asset increased, we can give them as credit. We can give it to credit. Cash is also an asset. The value of cash, because we are paying cash to the outside. The outside is that then only we can purchase the furniture. Therefore, the cash position of the business organization has been reduced. Therefore, the asset decreased. Asset decreased. The asset, which asset? That is cash. Cash is decreased. Therefore, we are crediting cash. Therefore, furniture is increased. Furniture is increased. Therefore, we are giving as debit. Debit in short form we are representing as DR. Debit is represented as DR. Cash is also an asset. Its value has been decreased. Therefore, we are giving as credit. Here we are representing credit as CR. Therefore, we can write this as in the form of a journal entry. This transaction in the form of a journal entry, that is furniture account, debtor, furniture account debtor to cash. Furniture account debtor to cash. What is the amount? 3,000 here. Here we are crediting the amount 3,000. Furniture account debtor, because we are representing debit for furniture. That's why we are writing as furniture account debtor 3,000 to cash 3,000. Here we are representing a small information about each journal entry. A small and a narrow information about each and every journal entry. It is known as narration. Therefore, we are writing the narration on the bracket, that is purchased furniture for cash. Purchased furniture for cash. This is the way in which we can write the journal entries. Once again, on 21st January, one transaction was occurred in the business organization, that is purchased furniture for cash rupees 3,000. Here in this transaction, two aspects are there, that is receiving aspect and the giving aspect. Receiving aspect is furniture and the giving aspect is the cash. Both are assets. Here the value of furniture is increased. That's why we are giving debit to which one? Debit to which account? Furniture account. Then cash is also an asset, but the value of cash is reduced or decreased, because we are paying cash to the supplier for giving the furniture. Okay, so the cash was decreased, cash position was reduced. Therefore, decreasing assets, we are putting credit. Debit, the short form of debit is DR and the short form of credit is CR. So, we can write the journal entry as furniture account debtor 3,000 to cash 3,000. Here we are representing the debit amount and here we are representing the credit amount. After writing each and every journal entries, there is a need for a simple and a meaningful information about a particular journal entry. That is known as narration. So, the narration of this journal entry, that is purchase furniture account debtor to cash 3,000. The narration for this entry is purchased furniture for cash. Therefore, we can put this journal entries into the journal account. In the journal, the date is January 21st. Therefore, we can write 21 21/01/2019. 21/01/2019. That is furniture account. Here furniture account debtor ഉണ്ടോ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ലൈനോട് ചേർന്നാണ് ഡെറ്റർ ഇടാൻ ഡെറ്റർ then provide a small space here, then after that write to, put a comma, furniture account debtor to cash account, furniture account debtor to cash account, furniture account debtor to cash account. The amount, debit amount 3,000. Every debit there is an equal credit. Therefore, in cash also 3,000. Cash also 3,000. Then we are writing the narration. Purchased furniture for cash. Purchased furniture for cash. Then close the bracket. After that, draw a straight line only in the particular column. Draw a straight line only in the particular column. After that, we can write the next journal. After that, we can write the next journal entries. Next journal entry on 25th January 2019. Sold goods for cash rupees 4,500. Sold goods for cash rupees 4,500. Two aspects are there, that is sale and cash. Sale is an income, that is it is the main source of income for generating the revenue. Therefore cash is an asset. Sale is a form of direct income and cash is an asset. The income is increased. Income is increased and asset is also increased. Here income is increased and asset is also increased because we are receiving cash. The cash position of the business organization has been increased. Therefore, income increased. What is the rule? For increasing income, we are giving credit, and decreasing income, we are giving debit. In the case of asset, for increase in asset, debit, and decrease in asset, credit. Income increased, here we are giving as credit, and asset increased, we are giving a debit. So we can write the journal entry. As cash account, debtor, to sales account. Cash account debtor to sales account. Amount is 4,500. Debit amount 4,500. Credit is also 4,500. Therefore, each and every transaction, one giving aspect is there and one another receiving aspect is there. Therefore, for every debit, there is an equal credit is there. For every debit, there is an equal credit. That is 4,500 in debit amount and again 4,500 in credit amount. Then write the narration. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. Then close the bracket and draw a straight line. Then next transaction, paid wages on 26/01/2019. Paid wages rupees 300. Paid wages, here two items are there, that is wages and cash. Two aspects are there. Paid wages, payment, that is giving aspect and receiving aspect is there. Wages is an expense. Wages is a form of direct expense. Then cash is also an asset. Here expense has been increased. The position of expense is increased and the cash position has been decreased. cash position has been decreased. For increasing income, we are giving debit, and decreasing asset, we are giving credit. So we can write the journal entry as on 26/01/2019, wages debit and cash credit. So we can write the journal entry as wages account debtor to cash account, wages account debtor to cash account, amount is 300, wages account debtor to cash account 300. In credit column, the amount is written on the credit account. Credit is cash account. On cash account, the amount is written here. On cash, on straight to cash, that is 300 here. Then in bracket, write the narration as paid wages. Then draw a straight line in this column only. Likewise, we can write each and every transaction in the journal. I hope all of you understand. Okay, thank you. Second transaction, sold machinery for cash, rupees 6,000. Here, two aspects are there, that is machinery and cash. Machinery and cash. Machinery is the giving aspect. And cash is the receiving aspect. Both are assets. One asset is increased and next another asset is decreased. Here we are giving machinery as credit and cash as debit. Sold machinery for cash rupees 3,000. Two aspects are there, receiving aspect and giving aspect. Receiving aspect is cash and giving aspect is machinery. Both are assets. Therefore, for machinery, credit, cash, debit. We can write the journal entry as cash account debtor. We are writing like this: cash account debtor to machinery account. Cash account debtor to machinery account. Amount is 6,000. Cash account debtor to machinery account, rupees 6,000. So we can post this item into the journal. First transaction we are already written in the journal, and second transaction the date is 22nd January 2019. Therefore, we can write first transaction we are already journalized in the journal. Then the second one, 22/01/2019. What is the journal entry? Cash account debtor to machinery account 6,000. Therefore, we can write like cash account debtor to machinery account. Cash account debtor to machinery account. For cash, 6,000 rupees. Here in debit column, machinery we are credit amount 6,000. After that, we can write the narration: sold machinery for cash. Then draw a straight line here only in the particular column. then only this transaction is over. Okay. And the next transaction on 23rd January 2019, the transaction is purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash rupees 4,200. Purchased goods means goods. The name of the goods is not mentioned. That's why we are putting the goods as under the head purchases. Here also two aspects are there, receiving aspect and giving aspect is there. Receiving aspect goods. Receiving aspect as goods. Goods is shown as purchases because we doesn't know the name of the goods. Purchases. Here giving aspect is cash. Purchase is an expense. Purchase is an example of direct expense. Cash is an asset. Purchase is an expense and cash is an asset. Purchase, asset, expenses. In the case of expenses, what is the rule? For increasing expenses, debit for increase in expense and credit for decrease in expense. Here, expenses, the purchases are purchases. The item of purchase is increased. Therefore, we are giving debit to purchases. Here, the asset is decreased because we are paying cash to the suppliers for receiving the goods. Therefore, cash position has been reduced. Therefore, for cash, we are giving credit. So, we can write the journal entry as purchases account debtor to cash account. Purchases account debtor to cash account. Amount is 4,200. Purchases account debtor to cash account 4,200. So, we can write in the journal next transaction 23rd 01/2019. The transaction is purchases account debtor to cash account. Purchases account debtor to cash account. Amount is for the debit amount 4,200 and the credit amount is also 4,200. So we can write the narration. Purchased goods for cash. Then draw this line. This is the way in which we are representing the journal entries of each and every transaction in a journal.